So welcome back to milestone 1 part 5, that is the fact finding. So Azani company responded and gave an okay to start developing the system. After signing the contract, the next step was to discover the requirements of the new system through data gathering. The data gathering mission was fulfilled out through A. Questionnaires, B. Interviews, C. Document review, and D. Observations. So the questionnaire is as follows: the Azani ISP questionnaire. The first part is the introduction. The organization is in the process of developing a new information system. Please take a few minutes to fill in the questionnaire and return it to the organization secretary before date. So there's a expiration date right there, and you can write the date for today also right there at the top left. So the first question, they are asking for how long have you been in the company: 1 to 5 years, 6 to 10 years, over 10 years. The second question, rate the current registration process depending on the most frequently used method of data input. Is it highly computerized or is it highly manual? Number 3, after requesting for a service, how long does it take for your service to be processed? 1 hour, 1 day, several hours, or several days? If your response is a manual system, state bracket if any the shortcomings that are experienced in the whole period. So you briefly point out the main problem. So this is the questionnaire of the Azani ISP system, which is important for your project. You must have a questionnaire, and you can see it is detachable. It can be printed out as its own. So the next part is the interviews. It's same like the questionnaire, it is detachable. So at the top we have the interviewee name, we have the interviewer name, we have the date, we have the location stroke place, and we have the subject. So we have the time here on the table, we have the interviewer's questions, we have the response of the interviewee. So 1 to 3 minutes, the first to the third minute, we open the interview. You should introduce yourself, thank the interviewee for his valuable time, state the purpose of the interview. The fourth minute, we ask the first question, for how long have you been in the company? The next question, what are the conditions for one to be a client seeking service in the company? Question 3, how does the organization record its students' information? Question 4, does the current manual system satisfy the members? So question 5, how can you evaluate on the manual system of the company? Question 6, what are the qualifications for one to be approved for a service? Question 7, how long does it take for service to be approved? Question 8, what are the possible actions taken once transportation fails to be delivered? Question 9, have there ever been any complaints concerning on wrong information on members' progress in the company? And question 10, the company has decided to develop a computerized system. Will this solve the problems of the manual system? The last part of the interview, that is the 30th minute. So you can see the interview should take 30 minutes maximum. You should thank the interviewee for his or her cooperation during the interview. Part C, we are going through the document review, which is also needed. So a number of documents were reviewed. These include printed workbooks, inventory files, invoices, receipts, order books, sales reports, and ledger books. There is a lot of redundancy in data administration. The last method that was used, that is observation. I observed the information recording method used and how the calculations were made to my recognition. That the data entry method was used by use of a pen, which was prone to a lot of errors. So that's it for the fact finding methods. There were 4. There were interview, there were questionnaires, document review, and observation. So the summary of the fact-finding methods used. So the fact-finding process was a perfect opener to realize the real problems facing the current manual system. The researchers' work was extensively done to ensure that a suitable system was implemented. The following are the reports of the fact-finding techniques. So, problem identified by the company's officials. The time taken to process a single entry was averagely above 50 minutes. That is a lot of time. There was a lot of repetition and data lacked integrity rules during the data input. The amount of money spent to process a single entry in the manual database was estimated to 4,000 Kenyan shillings, which makes the current system so expensive to use. The data kept had a very short lifespan of between 5 to 10 years. No monthly reports and calculations were done since the manual system had no room for easy data location. The problems identified by the members. The time taken to finally complete the registration process was beyond limits and averagely 2 days. The expenses met during the whole registration process was very high. And lastly, the filling forms used were very confusing at times and mostly didn't understand them. In general, the response to the overview of the current system was discouraging, and all respondents gave their opinion to change the outlook of the current system in regards of the following: speed of data entry, duration of data processing, expenses met during registration, and the integrity of data provided. So that's it for today. Let's meet on the next part, that is the system requirements and specifications. So if you'd like to get your own copy of the Azani ISP management system, you can contact me right there. That is my number 011-4532-618. You can call or WhatsApp me 011-4532-618, or you can use my other secondary number, that is 0729695488. Have a wonderful day, and let's meet in the next part.